Hello. Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today, this is it was coming, but it was also viewer requested at the same time. So instead of going for charge shots on this thing, which we've seen a couple of episodes now of this thing being ridiculous when you are paired up with all the charge shots and everything. But what we're going to go for now is just the regular heavy attack shots on this thing. And whoops, I need to change that here. There we go. And we're already quick mobility, so we'll go for um, extra stamina coming back at us, and then we'll go for more stamina here. Okay, so what we're gonna go for here in Ishtar is basically all of these gifts here will impact single target damage, single snowball shots. So each snowball does crush damage, as we've investigated in the past. We've got Louis here for another stack of overdrive. So this will be 50% between this and Louis' overdrive, because each one is 25%. We've got a 20% here multiplicative, a 20% here multiplicative to everything. We've got a doubling of our damage. Then we have a 20% and a 50%. So we've got quite a few multipliers here that are going to be operating, but basically in order to even have the weapon running, we need cognitive zeal, and in order to run offensive order, we need cleansing light, or in order to run offensive order and cleansing light, we need vigorous zeal. So to kind of show you kind of how it all runs here, now everything's active here at once, and we need to, you know, have all of our gifts running and such, and then one snowball, one snowball. So you can see that it definitely has some type of damage, and we do need to be pretty far off, whoops, from these guys, because they will come running at us very, very, very fast and very, very, very hard. So we need to kind of keep them unawares here. But you can see that whoops, that the having what is that, flashing fang there is absolutely wonderful. So we'll go for 4 shots here. I mean, we do have damage. I mean, that is the interesting thing. And instead of that being 6 ichor, it only turned into 4 ichor that time. So that is really, 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 really nice that we can actually do that. Let's see if we can hit him from here. Nope. That is unfortunate. So now we are going to have to go for some backstabs here and load up on ichor and everything, because we will need a whole lot of ichor to keep this machine moving here. Oh, okay. That was unfortunate there that he hit us. But you can see that, oh, whoops, Louis? Okay. You can see that when you get into the actual fight here, you actually have to go for the slash attacks on your weapon, because you can't actually maintain the fight with just the snowballs themselves. And it would be great if we could get a backstab every now and then on these guys. But as you can see, I mean, the damage is actually pretty significant, especially if you're going with Louis here along the way, to make sure that you have just enough damage between all of the multipliers and everything. Oh, okay. Well, there's a backstab in a sense. Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay. We're not hitting him. Yeah, right on time. Yeah, okay, Louis. But the only saving grace here is that these things do crush damage, and so they are able to stagger these fellas over and over and over, and it builds their focus bar fairly fast. But you can see that as soon as you get hit, because we have offensive order running all the time, our incredible slash resist goes way down. And so because these guys do pierce and slash, the whoops, what am I doing? The Suicide Spur is a great, great, great option here, because it specializes in pierce and slash. And that's what those fellas do. Now when we come up against the big chunky boys, You don't want to be doing crush against them at all. You want to be doing pierce, and maybe slash if you have no other option, but you definitely want to be doing pierce. And so versus these fellas, the single snowball attacks are not, most ideal by any means here, just because of the fact that they resist crush so very hard. And I'll show you here. Okay, so 5,000 damage. That is not, you know, we were stuck in the animation. So that is not good at all if we want to go about using this in any kind of way. But we were able to hit him fairly decent there off in the distance. But yeah, getting hit like that from cross court, yeah, it really hurts bad. Now, we don't obviously have anything to revive Louis with, so that is really, really, really bad. Obviously, you want to have something to res your partners and such. Okay, and I can't get the backstab, there we go. But if you can use parries consistently to get enough I-core back through your travels here, you should be off and running, no problem. Okay, he hit me somehow in a 360 windup, and whoop, and we can't hit him with snowballs while he's on the ground, as he's coming up from his transition state on the floor. So we will keep that in mind, and we'll move along here. Now, we won't have our 20% up from offensive order, but that's okay. We'll go for maybe a couple of things here. Now, you see that we don't really have stamina problems along the way here. Now, 24 shots is what we have, so we should have plenty of bullets here. It's just the, the problem here of, yep, once you get stuck into the animation of shooting, you are literally stuck there for all time until otherwise noted, in a sense. And that is where this has to come in exceptionally timed and calculated here, is that you actually need to understand when you are, getting an opportunity to attack. Like, there's a good one. Oh, 12. Oh, that is unfortunate there. Okay. Where is he? But because we do have very, very far reaching snowballs, we can shoot beyond what we can actually lock on to. And these snowballs are very, 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 very fast in how they travel to their target. So you're able to get damage quickly in a lot of different ways where you wouldn't normally be able to get damage there. Oh boy. Yeah, block him, Louis. Okay. Is he going off the edge? Yeah, I think he went off the edge. Okay, so we couldn't even kill him. But that's okay. I am. Okay, we'll just kill these things. But you can see that the damage is pretty good if you have all of your I-core going at all times to actually get up enough damage to actually shoot these things. And the single snowballs do fairly well. They don't have the greatest multipliers or scaling in the world. And because the bayonet only scales on willpower, it doesn't scale on mind, you are losing out on some considerable damage considerations. But the nice thing is because the snowballs are so fast and they have such a very, very long distance reach, we looked at that last time, you can actually get pretty decent damage out on enemies. And see, we're not able to get to attack him until we're on the same plane with him, and so we'll just go ahead and get some I-core here, and then we'll go for all of our gifts, so we are up and ready as much as possible here for this fella, because obviously we need cognitive zeal for our weapon to even work, so that's number one. And then number two, we need enough snowballs to actually time our attacks here and stuff. Okay, now that is very nice there. Now because he is, you know, taking his time, we are able to kind of take him down very, very easily there because we are at a pretty good distance. And once you lock on and you back up, you can pretty much hit at any distance as long as your lock on is maintained. So we'll try here with this ball here. So if we back up and we're still locked on, and these things go down exceptionally quick because they're weak to crush damage, and so we can just come back over here and we're still locked on. Oh, too bad. Our snowball almost got there. But you can see that we are able to, whoops, oh no, don't knock me off the edge. We're able to put these things down pretty easily just because of the fact that they're weak to crush damage, and whoops, and we're able to have plenty of damage overall. So you can see there that the 831 is not really that great of damage on these things, and so since it's pretty close to a 1 times multiplier on your damage, it's not really worth it in a lot of cases. Now we do have some exceptional buffs and everything built in here. Oh, whoops. Okay. Can we get a backstab? Apparently not. But as an actual weapon, it does very. Oh, we're out of our weapon here. So you can see that if you have things active, you're able to actually do some kind of damage. But as an actual attacking weapon, since it shares the Argent Wolf Berserker moveset, the first attack is Pierce, and the next 2 attacks are Slash, and so that kind of you know, isn't Snowball related, and so because it backs you up, it might be a good method to go 1, 2, 3, and then shoot, and then get back into, you know, the rounds of, you know, of a consistent attack string, so that it could extend the attack string from 3 attacks to 4 attacks if you incorporate that. I personally don't remember to do that, but okay, we're dead. Thank you, Louis. Okay, and I just can't get the backstabs on these things. And Louis was trying to get a backstab, it looked like, as well, because he was like crowding me there for a minute. There we go. And that is also a nice thing about this bayonet, is that it can be operated, you know, without... is that guy getting up? Okay. There we go. Yeah, that we can operate it, you know, kind of at will here. Okay, good. This guy's coming over, so we'll go for a little bit of damage here. He's just gonna back up because he's outside of his ranging purview there, and that's completely fine. Now the Executioner is gonna be a real pain with this, but we'll do our best here to, you know, get the Ichor we need and everything. Now we may need to sacrifice a little bit of our damage for something else. But we'll have to pay attention here and see what we can get, because you know, each of the shots costs 1 Ichor. Going for all these things really is, going for our gifts is really the only way that we're going to be able to maintain our shot profile as we go through here. But doing single shots is fun, but the problem with it is that it plants you in place more so than the charge attack version. And the charge attack version, you can go for many more buffs to actually make it super viable and everything. With this set, you're really at the mercy of standing in place and animation frames, which is kind of rough, not gonna lie. Okay, so as we get in here, we'll probably have to use the weapon as an actual weapon as well, instead of just snowballs. But we'll try our best here. And she's going to be dangerous because of how far she can reach. But because we do crush damage, we're able to, you know, stagger her pretty significantly. Okay, let's back up here. Let's go for Flashing Fang. Yeah, that hit her. Good. Okay. Oops. Okay. Hang in there, Louie. We should be able to stagger her at least one more time. Because we are doing crush damage. So let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Now, Louis, I can't help you, buddy. You're all on your own here for damage and healing and everything. So good luck with that. Okay, let's heal. Yep. So, yep, see, we only do 900 damage now. So we'll have to be careful with this. Okay. Good. She staggered there a little bit. Okay. And that's a good time for a heal. Okay. And shoot. Oh, we are out of our weapon here. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Let's get some ichor here. Okay. Now she's pretty far away. Oh, she's gonna slide and then double slide. Okay. I didn't know she can stop halfway in the slide and continue the slide. That's actually a really new one for me, but you can see how the entire time, like, you're constantly trying to manage the ichor and bring it back to actually make the snowballs at their highest peak capital damage. And if you're going for charge attacks on this thing, obviously you get the massive increase of 10 snowballs at once. Instead of doing 10 ichor for 10 snowballs, you're doing 6 ichor for 10 snowballs. So it's a significant reduction in price, but also an incredible increase in your damage. So the charge attacks are absolutely the way to go about getting optimal damage out. But this is a fun way to go about it as well. It's just not really, you know, absolutely crazy how much damage you can actually get. Okay, so let's shoot her from here. See, and she's invincible to us from out here. So you have to actually be in the arena to trigger her, which is fine. We didn't really lose anything there. Just about 1 snowball's worth of damage, which is fine. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, good enough. Back up. Okay, let's get one more cleansing light here. Now the cool thing is we can hit her from very far away here. Good job, Louis. He staggered her out of the spin. Okay. Okay, let's get some ichor here. See, and now our buffs are starting to run out. So that's very bad. Okay. Good, we stopped her again. Oh, I think we are out of range there. Nice. Headshot. Okay, let's get some more ichor. Now we're almost out of everything, so... Oh boy. Okay, we missed her that time. Just barely, though. Oh no. Okay, good. We're getting close here. Okay, let's back up. Let's heal. Let's back up and heal again. Louis probably gonna die here pretty soon, but that's okay. We'll be able to heal up here and maybe do a considerable amount of snowballs. There we go. Right in the belly there. Okay, let's back up. Shoot some snowballs at her. Oh, missing. We're missing all of those snowballs. Didn't miss that one. Good job, Louis. Alright, come on. There we go. Snowballs for the win. Okay, so single shot snowballs are a lot of fun, but again they lock you in place, and you have to go for things that like almost think about it as physical weapon attacks. Go for all the cognitive zeal up, adrenaline, overdrive, ranged impact, those kinds of things. Now I chose to go for the Flashing Fang. You can go for Blow of Madness as well. Flashing Fang is obviously better because it doubles your damage instead of just adding 400 to it. And also you could go for Adrenaline, which would also increase your damage by 10%. So you can go pretty high on the damage multipliers, but the problem with it is you need, like a good way to get ichor back. And if we weren't fighting the bug guys, you were fighting somebody else where you could actually get backstabs and such and get ichor back consistently and reliably, then you could absolutely do some much better ways of going about recovering that ichor, going for the damage, and consistently applying your buffs. Now the bug dudes, because they're so difficult to find that backstab point, it does make for a very difficult manner in going about getting ichor back and such, but you'll see here if we go for just some regular enemies, we don't even need blood sacrifice here. So we'll just run up, we'll go for a backstab. We're at pretty high ichor numbers now. Okay, we'll do that. He's gonna kill Louis. Oh, ouch. See, and we have really good slash resist, and we're able to get a huge amount of ichor back at the same time. And instead of going for blood sacrifice, obviously you're killing the enemy while at the same time getting ichor back and everything, and then you can just go for some shots on these fellas. So you can see that as you have enemies to backstab and such, that's great, but even if you don't do that, you can absolutely go for blood sacrifice and cleansing light and all that, and that is wonderful, but most of the time you won't have super great opportunity for that. But when you can go for backstabs and launches and all that, it actually becomes much more viable. As you can see there, we still have 25 ichor, and we're in a much more friendly environment for getting these kinds of this kind of damage actually. Okay, but yeah, that's where we'll call it here. We'll be in the cathedral next, and we'll be probably going for just something different, but this setup here is probably one of the only very few select ways to actually get all of these buffs together with this amount of damage increase. So you can get it pretty high, but there are some. So if you were going for more damage up, you would go for adrenaline as well, and these two, and you'd get rid of cleansing light, and you'd probably just go for, I don't know, maybe feral tenacity or something like that, or go for Louis outright. So let's see what this looks like here with all of these buffs going. And since we don't need vigorous zeal now, we could get, oh yeah, we do need vigorous zeal, never mind. So yeah, there we go. So if we were doing these, we would go like this,
Solid start.
okay, and let's go for the drain activators, and let's head on in, and you'll see here that our damage will be a significant upgrade compared to where we were, just because of the fact that we can use Louis now. Except that our ability to survive an attack here is weakened. Okay, just because I'm stupid. Okay, and if we get this thing going, good, this, okay, and Louis should give us his stack of overdrive here as well. Okay, very cool.
That enemy is dangerous.
Is it?
What will you do?
I will shoot it. Okay. But you can see there that we did 3 shots and we were pretty beefy on our attacks. Okay, so you can see there that when Flashing Fang was active, we were doing like 7,000 or something on an enemy that's 25% resist to crush damage. So anyways, that's a little bit about how to run this as a single shot bayonet rather than doing the charge attacks. So we'll see you guys in the cathedral next.